is from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti, 28th September 1969. The essence of the whole course is to make your words and actions equal. You have to maintain such a practice. What do those who sacrifice themselves receive in return? Those who sacrifice themselves receive a lot of godly power. Those who completely sacrifice themselves are the ones who are fortunate enough never to be widowed. Their fortune of remaining married never finishes. Those who are so fortunate as to always remain married have the imperishable tilak. The tilak of being constantly married is the tilak of remaining stable in the form of a soul. You remember that in the forehead at every moment. What is the other sign of having the fortune of being constantly married? One is the tilak, and the other is the bracelet. That is, the bracelet of the discipline. You must never take off either of the two. When you take off the bracelet of the discipline, your fortune of being constantly married finishes. Now, you have to perform special wonders. Color everyone with your company in such a way that that color never comes off. When people come to the museums, they go away with just a message, but now you must pay attention that the color of your company becomes imperishable to the extent that at least it never comes off. Now, you have to take a jump and progress further. Previously, it was a time of just walking alone. Then there was a time to go running. Now it is time to take a jump. If you now try to reach there by running, you will be too late. It doesn't take time to take a jump. In order to maintain the constant stage, you have to remember one pure thought. What is that thought? Firstly, you have to become loving, and secondly, serviceable. That is all. There should be no other thoughts apart from this. Serviceable children only have thoughts of service. Always remember the aim of this patti. I will change myself and then change others. This is the stamp of faith. What have you been stamped with? Being one with a faithful intellect, a destroyer of attachment, and serviceable. You have been stamped with the stamp of this Trimurti. Always keep this sign with you. You have to make others like you are, and even more elevated than you are, not less. It is your own greatness when you make others more elevated than you are yourselves. Acha. Second Murli. Means of being completely surrendered. 3rd October 1969. Whom are you seeing? Who is seeing whom? 2 or 3 people gave their ideas. Today, Bab Dada is seeing his complete moths because he has come to see to what extent each one has become a moth. Generally, the moths go to the light, but here, the light has come to meet the moths. Do you know what the characteristics and the signs are of those who are complete moths? All gave their own ideas. Whatever all of you spoke about is accurate. The main essence that emerged is that those who are moths will have love for the light. They will be close and they will have all relationships with that one. So, those who are complete moths will have all relationships with one. They will be loving, close, and maintain courage. These 4 things will be visible in them. So why have all of you been called to this bhatti? You have to imbibe the 4 things that you heard about to their fullest percentage. It shouldn't be less by even 1%. Many children say that they are that, but only to a certain percentage. So when there is some percentage missing, they cannot be called complete moths. Those moths are of the second quality that simply circle around. One are those who instantly sacrifice themselves to the light once and for all. And the others are those who take their steps after thinking about and understanding something. So those who take their steps after having thought about and understood something are called the ones who simply circle around. The second quality of the moths simply circle around in having many types of thoughts, obstacles, and actions. Today, the Pandav army has been called to this bhatti. There may be many types of factories, but a stamp is applied of the factory there is very good. If there isn't the stamp of that factory, then that thing is not so popular. In the same way, all of you who have come to the bhatti have come here to be stamped. There is a trademark. Which stamp have you come to be stamped with? With the stamp of total surrender. Do you know what will happen if this stamp is not applied? Just as the value of something that is not stamped is less, in the same way, the value of such souls will also be less in heaven. So, you will definitely have to apply the stamp in order to come close in your own kingdom. Mothers have received the mantra of being the destroyers of attachment, and the Pandavas have received that of being totally surrendered. There is the memorial of the Pandavas that they melted away and were finished. It was not on the mountains, but they melted with an elevated stage and brought themselves to the very top from being at the very bottom. They melted in the Avyakt stage, that is, they attained perfection in that Avyakt stage. There is this memorial of the Pandavas. You are having this bhatti in order to be reminded of that memorial and to put it into a practical form. Who are called those who are totally surrendered? Those who are totally surrendered, that is, those who have totally surrendered their body, mind, wealth, relationships, and time. If you have surrendered your mind, you cannot use it without Srimad. It is easy to use your wealth according to Srimad. It is also easy to use the body, but the stage where the mind does not create even one thought without Srimad is what is called the perfect stage. This is why Man Mana Bhava is the main mantra. If the mind is totally surrendered, then you will instantly be able to direct your body, mind, wealth, relationships, and time towards that one. So, the main thing is to surrender the mind, that is, to surrender wasteful and vicious thoughts. This is the sign of a complete month. To be continued. Om Shanti.